Bob, your thoughts on Fernando returning to the field yesterday?
That was great. Great to see. I mean, not only has it been a while for him, but if you're watching a Major League Baseball game, this is a guy you can come exclusively just to watch. So it was exciting. Excuse me.
Everything went as expected in terms of him getting back on the field?
Yep. Felt good. Next time he'll have today off, and then he'll play in the outfield tomorrow.
As far as testing the shoulder, it looked like he was not tentative at all, at least on that first swing.
No, nor the base running part of it, too. So he just wants to go out there and play instinctively, and that was all part of, trying to get him, take him through all the, as we talked about, check the boxes to make sure that he knows how everything was going to feel before he got out there.
Along with the big solid swing, also you mentioned the stolen base, he actually had to use that left arm to keep himself close. So I guess some good signs that he's not worried about the shoulder at all?
Yeah, I think that the stolen base, came into play for quite all his, his surgeries. So whether it was the wrist or whether it was the shoulder, I think, there's a certain security you feel in knowing that you get out there and you test it right away and it feels good.
Any update on Joe?
No, not yet. Nope.
You faced in the clubhouse, Rougned Odor. What do you know about him, and what's his role here?
Know a lot about him. Yeah. Played, managed against him for quite a while. So looking in to get an opportunity. We're a little short on some infielders, especially with the WBC too. So, we get an opportunity to play. Good chance I'll start him tomorrow at second base, and we'll see what he has to offer.
How's Engel coming along? I say got some backfield ABs, but wasn't running.
Yeah, he's not running yet. He's making some progress. Batten actually going through a running progression today. Engel's still not there yet, but getting plenty of at bats and keeping his arm in good shape. Just not running yet.
So Batten pretty soon then.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes these progressions take a little bit longer than maybe you would think.
You mentioned the 24 games in 25 days to start the season. Can you kind of go into specifics of how that might shape your decisions, whether 5 or 6 or some of your rotation going into the season?
Yeah, just whether or not we feel like we're more in need of length in the bullpen or if we want to give the other starters a little bit of a break. Originally we were looking at 6 just because that's kind of how we started last year and the guys kind of embraced it, but we'll do what we think is best suited for the team, and if that's taking a little bit more off their plate as far as innings, in a 5-man, then we'll look at that. If not, then we'll see who kind of rears their head to potentially be that 6th guy.
Could it be something like 5.5, where someone like it's a swingman type who's in the bullpen sometimes, or do you want it to be either 5 or 6?
As we go along too, we can make adjustments. So if we feel like, the first few times out, we want to give our guys an extra day, then maybe we bring somebody up to start a game and do that 5.5 type of thing that you're talking about.
Is it to not rush him back until he, is there
Talking about Joe?
Yeah, could he compensate in other ways if he comes back too early, sort of thing?
Yeah, that's something that, for a guy like him, has been so durable and healthy that you don't want to put him in a position that he's having to compensate. So that'll all play into it.
Does a guy like Dixon have any advantage? I mean, you got a lot of good infielders, but you might need some depth there. He's playing both infield and outfield.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, versatility in a bench spot, for a big league team is paramount these days. So you get a guy that can play the outfield and the infield, certainly is a leg up.
It's clear you're giving them a lot of chances this spring. That'll continue as long as...
Yeah, I mean, we'll get some, Dahl's doing pretty well too, and, Colway's a guy that we like as well. Sugar, there are going to be a lot of opportunities for all these guys, and then, see how, with Juan going away, Fernando probably playing a little bit more. We'll just see what we think our needs are, and that usually comes right down to the wire as far as that last spot.